stomach hurts. Anyone else craving their dog? Anyone else up craving their dog? I am, apparently. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. And this is the things I'm saying when I'm sober. Jesus fuck. Oh fucking Christ. Yeah, you could say we creamed your cheese. You could say we creamed your cheese. There are tears in my gay little eyes right now. Oh my god. Holy shit, right. Dude. What's this in here? Ooh, holy fuck.
Yes?
There's a far grosser application of the cream cheese up here. No. Uh-uh. No. No.
Welcome to Kusatsu's Inn.
Take a salmon fillet, cover it in cream cheese, and grill it low and slow.
Think you can handle something for me?
Why would you do
Thanks a
that?
bunch. You're a huge help. What's up?
And you would feed that to me?
What's up?
You fiend! That's it. That's the whole effing recipe. I hate it. Ew.
Thanks
What?
a lot.
Who came up with that?
What's up?
They're like, we're just gonna slap some we're just gonna slap some cream cheese on a salmon.
What do you say?
Perfect, you're just who I was hoping to bump into. Would you take this for me? It's far more than I could ever use. Pickle mix? Thanks? I love how I come out of the bath and he's just like, have some pickle mix. This building never fails to impress me. You can see the craftsmanship.
Thank you.
You could instead choose to grill it Korean style with a bunch of spices and citrus, but they do that. Literally, you could do anything. You could have so many spices and butter on there, and instead,
well done.
Cream cheese. Why? Like,
Pardon me, but may I ask a favor?
why? Why would you ruin salmon like that?
Yes? Yes?
I like cream cheese. I got a toasty bagel. The hot dog has grown on me. Which is fine. I don't even like cream cheese on bagels.
Ozima's future is safe in your hands.
Like
Please
I
continue to
genuinely,
take care of Iroha
I would rather,
and
like,
Suzu.
when I have a bagel, grown on me, other stuff, but do not cheese the fish. Like, yeah, do not cheese the fish. Like, so, like, if I'm getting a bagel, and I toast it, I'm just eating the bagel, like, raw, like that. I'm raw dogging that bagel. Do not cream my bagel. I meant to say do not cheese my bagel. I'm mixing up metaphors. Dog. My sis and mom do butter on their bagel. I understand the cheese of cream is not for all. Yeah. I don't even put butter on it. Like, sometimes I don't even, so, like, I don't even toast it all the time. Sometimes, like, I'll get a bagel and I'll just eat the bagel as it is. Like, I'll just eat it like that. Sometimes I toast it and I just eat it toasted like that. Like, I don't want nothing on it. I don't want it buttered. I don't want nothing on my bagel. I just want the pure essence of bagel in my mouth. Especially if it's a blueberry bagel. You're just eating raw bagels? Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes I'm just straight up eating blueberry bagels by themselves, yeah. I'm raw dogging them bagels, man. I don't want nothing on it, man. If I choke, I choke. I chose this path. I chose this path. I knew what I was getting into. Blueberry bagels are basically muffins. They don't count. Okay. Well, okay. So I like blueberry bagels, but my top blueberry bagel is at Panera. Panera is the one that I usually go to because it's the most accessible. But my favorite kind is, like, I don't remember what it's exactly called, but it's like the cheese covered one where, like, it has like a little bit of like crispy edges and it's like cheese filled. It's not cheese. It's not cream cheese. It's like, I don't remember what it's called exactly, but like, I love that one. That's my favorite one. It has a specific name for it, and I always forget the name of it. But, like, every time I see it, I'm like, I know what it is. The cheddar one. Yeah, the cheddar one. That's the one I always get. And so I always get that one. And I always eat it. Like, I don't toast it. I don't put nothing on it. I raw dog it. I just eat it. If I choke, I fucking choke. I chose this path. I know what's coming for me. I chose this life. I walk this lonely road. The only place with me is me and this giant toad. How do you feel about cinnamon raisin bagels? Cinnamon raisin bagels are fine. It depends. I have to be in the mood for it because I can be picky about raisins. And so if I'm in like a texture sensitive day, so like if I'm having a texture sensitive day, I can't because like the raisins will set off like my texture sensitivity. But if I'm not having a texture sensitive day, I'm like, fuck yeah, give me a cinnamon raisin bagel. Because I think they're pretty tasty. Well, it was nice knowing you. Okay, hey! What's wrong with the cinnamon raisin bagels? Okay, the thing is, the cinnamon raisin bagels from Panera taste exactly the same as the blueberry ones, okay? Tell me straight to my face that they don't taste exactly the same. What's the difference? They're both, like, dehydrated fruit. Raisins are concentrated evil. Cinnamon raisins so good. See, Monet on your mind agrees. Thank you, Monet, for coming to my defense. Cinnamon raisin bagels are so good, though. I can't believe you're leaving me over cinnamon raisin bagel. You don't have to eat it. That means more for me. I love how she laughs. Ha ha ha! She has so much to say. Raisin likers. The funny thing is I don't like raisins in any other situation.
Pardon?
Fuck.
Could you help me with this?
No, I'm joking. Reminisce about the past? See, you don't have to eat it. I'll eat it. It's more for me. Raisin likers. I just think your mouths are broken. My mouth is broken. What do you mean? You want to know what? Okay, genuinely, you want to know what my favorite meal is? Well, that is my comfort meal and has been my comfort meal since I was like 12, at least, when I first discovered it. And that everyone says is a fucked up meal, and that everyone who I've ever shared it with says that, like, and that has been described to me as a literal first experience. It is broccoli cheddar soup and a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, where you take the peanut butter and jelly sandwich and you dip it into the broccoli cheddar soup and you eat it together. It's very delicious. It's very good. But apparently it has been described to me as, like, everyone has said, like, oh, we have found, like, the one unique experience by all of my friends.
What is it?
Wait, broccoli cheddar and PB&J or just PB? PB and J.
What is it?
Peanut butter and jelly. Grape jelly? I use any jelly that I have in the fridge. So, like, I've had grape jelly, I've had strawberry jelly, I've had blackberry jelly, I've had raspberry jelly, I've had, what was the one that my dad had that's really rare? It's not really rare, but it's like one that I never remember the name of. I've had so many, I've had it with a lot of different types. I don't have a, which one is the best one in your opinion? I would say grape, probably. Grape or strawberry. Those are the ones, those are the two I keep going back to. Probably grape, though. Grape is, because grape always tastes the same. Strawberry can, because the thing is that, like, strawberry, it depends on whether there's, like, oh, which kind of peanut butter. Okay, so I usually like, the kind that has, like, honey in it. Because I like things a little sweet. But usually for that sandwich, I don't have the, I just use, like, the regular, like, creamy peanut butter. Mostly because it's less of a mess. And we always have it. And because, like, I don't go through enough sandwiches to justify getting the honey peanut butter. So that's usually just like a treats thing. Okay, well, I don't have a way to get these. But which brand? That affects the flavor, right? Oh! Oh, right. Duh. I usually get Jiffy. I think that's the brand we have. Jif? The one that everyone argues, the one that everyone I believe we have Jif. Let me look up what the label looks like. Yeah, we usually use Jif peanut butter. You know, the brand that everyone that's pronounced the way that everyone argued that GIF was pronounced when they're wrong. And then for bread, I usually use I'm not gonna remember the brand. Actually, I want peanut butter with honey in it now. It's so good. I could let me go. I could actually go look at what what bread we use because we had some upstairs, and then I could go say it because if I say it wrong, although it doesn't really matter because I've used so many different breads with it, and all of it tastes good. But like the one that tasted the best was like homemade bread. But like it's fine if you don't have homemade bread. I have that stuff. I'm trying this, and if it's gross, I'm going to find you on this website and tell you. That's fine. Tell me to my face if you don't like it. I would rather you tell me that you don't like it than like then you'd be like, "Oh, yeah, actually I totally liked it and you were right." And then like you'd be like lying. But if I like it, you have to try creaming your dog. Okay. I will... I don't think I have cream cheese in my house. And I usually don't get I usually don't get hot dogs very often. No, that's silly. What, not having cream cheese in my house? Or creaming my dog? You know what's the funniest thing? I was like, oh, I could, as a substitute, I could totally just like make an edit where I put cream cheese on red. That's really bad. Creaming your dog. You don't even like cream cheese. I like the soup and the sando separately. Yeah, that's true. I don't like cream cheese. I think it's very bad.
The heck are those two doing?
Oh my god, is this Yuri? I say with hope and love in my heart.
Pretty good, huh? Simply marvelous, Matsuri dear. I know.
What's going on? Yuri is going on. What happens though? Am I going to be mind freaked? With the sandwich?
Hi there. What's going on?
I honestly, okay, it's one of those things where I don't think it's like mind-blowingly, well, okay. I don't think it's mind-blowingly good. I think it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, it's good. like, I'm not gonna, like, overblow it and say, like, oh, it's gonna be the best thing you ever had. I think it's one of those things where you're just like, oh, okay. This tastes pretty okay. This tastes pretty good. You're like, wow. Like, it's one of those things where you're like, oh, I didn't think these, it's one of those combinations where you're like, oh, I wouldn't have thought of this until you said this. But I could see how these might go together. And then you try them and you're like, oh, yeah, this tastes pretty good. Like, I don't think I would ever say that, like, oh, it's gonna be the best thing you've ever had. Like, it's gonna break your mind. Like, I would never overblow it like that. Because, like, I do say it's like a comfort food for a reason. Because, like, they are flavors, in my opinion, that work very well together. And they just kind of settle really well. At least in my opinion. Obviously, everyone has different, like, taste and things that they like. But in my opinion, like, it just, like, is a flavor profile that all works really well together. It's not going to open my third eye, but it's tasty. Gotcha. Yeah, basically. It's something that you're just like, oh, yeah, this is pretty good. Unless it happens, like, if it does open your third eye, then I'm like, cool. But I personally don't think it's, like, that mind-blowingly big of a combination. I didn't even think it was that weird. I thought it was a normal combination until I started sharing it with people and they were like, or like I started eating it in public and they were like, what the fuck are you doing? I was like, I'm eating food. This is like snapping twigs for me. Damn, I love how she looks like so thin too.
She handles such feats
God.
of strength with ease. Hardly surprising from a skilled martial artist.
I mean, I'm pretty much the strongest ever. This is like snapping twigs for me.
Very impressive.
They're definitely... She's definitely in love with her, at the very
All
least.
I gotta do is bust stuff up. Seriously, easiest work ever. She just overthinks things.
I suppose I'm no match for you,
POV,
dear.
your Pokemon streamer unlocks your arcane talent with an otherworldly food combination, and now you're the Sorcerer Supreme.
I see.
Yeah, you're welcome. All you gotta
does
do
Will
is
Raptor
have
usually
peanut
come to
butter
you
and
for help?
jelly
Not the other way
sandwiches
around.
dipped in broccoli cheddar soup. Nodders, nodders, nodders. It's pretty tasty. I have to, in my opinion, I think it's pretty tasty. Well, you're welcome on the Supreme Sorcerer talent. Good luck with that though. I can't help you there. Broccoli cheddar is a top 5 soup, no lie. It really is though. So is miso. Miso is also pretty top tier soup.
Why would I need any help? I got
I'm
nothing
trying to
to
think of
worry
other
about.
soups.
And even if I did,
I don't know why my
I'd
mind
come to me
blinked.
too.
I feel like this is controversial. I'm personally gonna say tomato soup is a little bit overhyped. Because I don't think I've ever had a tomato soup that I've, like, genuinely loved. It's always been like, eh. And everyone's always like, oh, I love tomato soup. And I'm always just like, eh. Again, this is just preferences. Hot and sour. Miso soup. I started thinking of chili too. I was like, that's not a soup, but yeah, there's a specific there there is a specific tomato soups that are good, but the bad ones are so bad. Yeah. And so far, I don't think I've ever had like a really good tomato soup is the thing. So, my typo. That's fine. You're fine. So, I'm just like, because like I'm trying to think, and I'm like, I don't think I've ever had a tomato soup that ever. And like people are like, oh, and like yeah, tomato soup and grilled cheese together. And I'm like, yeah, but like usually I have a bomb ass grilled cheese, and then like the tomato soup is not good. So then why would I want to dunk my grilled cheese into this not good soup and then ruin my perfectly good grilled cheese? And I'm also someone who, like, a lot of times, like, when I'm eating, I am someone who will eat all of something on my plate before I move to something else. So, like, let's say if I start eating carrots on my plate, I will eat all of the carrots on my plate before I move to something else. So, like, it's not like, so like if I've decided that I'm not mixing foods on my plate, I can no longer eat those foods together, and I have to finish whatever I started eating before I can move on to something else. Cuz like I don't like mixing textures that I've decided I don't want to eat together like in my like as I'm eating them. There's one in a green cardboard carton that's pretty good. Has a bunch of red pepper in it, and it has a creamier, smoother texture. Ooh. I might look into trying that, cuz like I know I have friends who like every time I've talked to them about like soups, they're always like, "Oh, tomato's one of my favorites." And I'm like, "I've never liked tomato soup." And I'm wondering if it's because, and now that like you've mentioned that, I'm wondering if it's because I've never had a good tomato soup. Not because like I don't like tomato soup. Be nice, Wolby. I'm gonna beat you up. Actually, I'll let her beat you up. I looked it up. Pacific Foods organic roasted red pepper and tomato soup. Oh. Let me write that down. Yeah, so I'll look into that cuz I do genuinely enjoy eating like sandwiches with soup. Most consistently good tomato I found, but also I understand that it might not be your preference. Mhm. Mhm. I think I'll try it. I think trying things is always good. Trying new things is always a good step. And even if I don't like it, it just means that I've tried it and Better to have tried it and not liked it than not tried it at all, I say. I got so much cookie dust in my keyboard. Oh my god. I was just looking at the numbers keys. Oh. Sorry for pausing awkwardly there. I was like, oh, I've been eating down here too much. Be nice, Wolby. I'm gonna hurt you. That's a great way of putting it. I had my keyboard clean of the year 2 weeks ago. See, this is like a keyboard I put together. When did I put this together? April of last year? April of last year. So it's like a brand new keyboard. um so it's really not that bad. Um so much beard hair. Oh. I just like I know I've been like really bad about like eating down here lately, and oh, I'm sure there's crumbs out the wazoo in here now. Oh. Yeah, and there's also like cat hair all throughout the keys. All the great stuff. All the great stuff. Wolby, stop being an idiot. You never do a little tilt and tap just for shits and giggles? No. Uh, like what? Like I tilt it upside down and just tap it? Would I even... What? Are my hands even big enough to do this? Oh! I saw salt started to come out. That's not a good sign. Well. It's like, what did I have that had salt in it? It wasn't that bad. I know there's still like probably crumbs in there, but well, let it be known. There was definitely some salt, some cookie crumbs, a bunch of cat hair. About what I expected in there. You're preserving the connections. Ah, yes. Which is important for the keyboard to work. Salt cured. Yeah. I'm just curing my keyboard. Don't worry about it. Sounds like it's not bad at all. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I usually like when I do eat, I usually keep like napkins down here and like I eat over my lap, not over my keyboard, and I wipe my hands before I let myself touch my keyboard. But cat hair is expected, yeah, especially cuz my cats like walk all over my keyboard and stuff, but usually I try to be very I try not to touch my keyboard at all with food. Um, I think the crumbs from the cookies got in there because I had them above my keyboard and then I carried them over top of it. And they were very crumbly, as cookies are expected to be. So they got all in the numbers in the numpad. I I don't know what the salt is from. I'm hoping they were from the cookies. Hmm. Oh my gosh. Ooh la la, Queen, you're in love with her? Oh, I have to advance the main story. Okay. I'm not good at those stones. You sound more fastidious than I am. uh, it's more okay. It's not even because okay. It's not that I don't care about the keyboard. I almost said it's not because I care about the keyboard, which isn't true. Um, because I do care about the keyboard, but it's not necessarily because about like me being fastidious. It's more because I hate the feeling of like touching something like a keyboard or like a controller with food on my hands because like I don't even touch like my controllers with food on my hands. Like I always like wash them before I touch them. Um and those got yes. Um and because like I know that was like a problem with like our Wii controllers growing up because like my siblings would never wash them and then like I would always have to like wipe them off because they always had like greasy sticky sets. Oh, so that was always something that I was like, oh, I can't. So so it's more about like I genuinely cannot stand there being any sort of like film or grease or sticky anything on like on my controllers or my keyboards. The only exception I would say is probably my phone, and that's just because like your fingertips are naturally like greasy from like your fingertip oil because your skin naturally secretes oil from you being a human. Um, so there's like obviously skin oil on my phone, but like that's it. I don't think anything else I own is so like I think my laptop probably has like over the years because I've had it since I want to say 2015 now. So it's been 11 years since I got it. Yeah, it's an uphill fight, the fingerprint thing. Yeah, so like so if the screen is like super bad and I'm not able to like look at it, I'll wipe it off, but other than that, I'm like I don't fucking care. Um So I know my laptop, which is 11 years old now, that I think the keys over time now have gotten like greasy just from like my fingerprints, just cuz like from being used. But everything else is like very well maintained. Make small dog. Greasy or just worn down? Honestly, they're probably just worn down. That's probably the more accurate term. They're probably just more worn down. Just because it's an 11-year-old laptop. So, ooh, she's storming up here. All right, what's going on in the autumn land? Okay, Wolby, I'm gonna fuck you up. um, honestly, I think it's probably me wearing the keys away, just because. Oh, wow. God, this game is so pretty. I wish it was like any other weather except for winter right now. Oh. We mainly need... Ugh. Spring and autumn are the bangers, in my opinion. Winter too cold, summer too sweaty. It's true. I love spring. Spring's my favorite season. But I do also love autumn. It's so good. They're both good seasons. What's not to love about them? They're both bangers. But they can't all be bangers. Uh, summer and winter are there to keep us humble. Oh, okay, that's cute as hell. Um, what if I put the blacksmith right next door? And then the general store. And then a humble house. I say we're humble enough. Summer and winter need to relax. I think it's yeah, you're right. You're right. They're going too hard. they need to fuck off with that shit. It's been enough. The other night, like I had a heater, I had a heating pad on, and I had so I had a weighted blanket on, plus 3 other blankets on top of it, and I was still freezing my ass off. I think winter needs to chill. Climate change 2OP needs a full nerve. It really does. Like, what? Why? Why are we here? Just to freeze. Whoop. 4 blankets though? Yeah. I was so cold, dude. I have really shitty what do you call it? Blood pressure. 'Cause I got POTS. So my body, if it's S to keep me warm, just goes no. So I'm like a reptile in that way. No, you're so fine. It's like 4 blankets. So when it comes to keeping myself warm, imagine that my body works much the same way as a reptile. If there's not an outward heat source, it doesn't happen. You're fine. Quick, name every single streamer's medical issues right now. How dare you not know everyone? Like, it's fine. We gotta bund you up like the little brother in A Christmas Story. Literally, like, that's what I felt like. I was sitting there, like, shivering my ass off, and I was, like, I was under 4 blankets, and I had a heating pad. No, obviously I didn't have it at full blast, because, like, I didn't, like, it's one of those, ones that has, like, an automatic 2-hour timer. So, like, obviously, like, you don't actually set your house on fire while you're asleep. Um, because I'm too afraid of having it go, like, the whole night. But, good lord. I was sitting there and I was like, I'm still a little cold. So I was just sitting there and I was like, pray tell, prithee tell. Listen, fear of fire is natural and reasonable. Yeah, that is true. That is, you know what? I will never apologize for being afraid of fire. Like, I've heard of other people who have like they have like heating blankets and then they have them on like the whole night, and I'm like, I can't live like that, okay? Like, that sounds like a one-way ticket to having a house fire. And obviously I'm not going to tell anyone else what to do. But just because I'm a reptile doesn't mean I want to become the meme from the "This is fine" dog. We don't need to like whip around and become like the other direction. I put it in too far, didn't I? At this point, I'm committing. I'm not redoing it. Also need an uncle to smoking in bed, so I get it. Yeah. Oh. No, wait, I need to redo it. Oh, yeah. Oh. Yeah, and I can only imagine. And with it being like icy as hell outside, like it's gonna take longer for help to get there, so. So, better to be safe than sorry, is all I say. Most of the year I sleep with the fleece sheet, and I have fuzzy Costco blankie for when it gets below freezing outside. So most of the year I sleep with like a weighted blanket. And like that means that like I have a fan going and I'm like sweating through the night when it's summertime, but I need this but like I need the weight. um and then um basically when it starts getting cold, usually I can add like in years past I would just have to add like one or two blankets on top and I'd be fine. But now that I'm on a beta blocker, like my body can't really regulate it. What does the weight do for you? So I have like so part of it is like it helps with like anxiety. And part of it too is that like it helps me feel like more settled when I'm sleeping. Because a lot of times when I'm sleeping, I have trouble feeling like I'm in my body, if that makes sense. And the weight makes it feel like it's kind of like a safety blanket. It's kind of like a safety thing. You know what I mean? Um, so there's like a physical object. I've honestly been thinking about getting a heavier version of the current weighted blanket I have. Eggplants are for autumn? Did not know this. The more you know. Me, who has not been looking at which village it's supposed to be for. Oops. But yeah, I don't know how heavy to try because I get claustrophobic and I hate getting too hot. So, let's see. I know. That is a hard question. So, this would be easier to answer if I knew what the weight was that I have currently. I run pretty hot because of my high ass BP. Yeah, that also doesn't help. Yeah, because I don't know specifically because it was gifted to me and it was like however many years ago. And then there's my brother who also technically has one, and then he just like has it lay on his bed because he doesn't actually use it to sleep under. Um, that's fair. Hard to know at this point. Yeah. Especially because like there's also like several different like brands too that will have like different weights that they go by. Um and depending on how they put the weight in, that'll also change like how the weight's distributed. So like I know the weight that like the one that I have, the weight is like, so they have it in like squares. So it'll be like, so like the weight, so like there's a bunch of weights throughout, and so like each weight is like basically like tied to like a specific square of like blanket, so it'll settle throughout that square. But I do know that like I've had other people who have had like weighted blankets where like the weight just went through like the whole blanket. So like the weight distribution would be like would like settle differently. So like I like mine because of like the way mine is, because like the weight is still like is 100% like even throughout the entire blanket, and then like the weights in each square is the only thing, like so they'll just shift a little bit in each square, but then like it's not like too heavy on like one side, or like or it's not like top heavy or bottom heavy. But I do know like one person in college had like a weighted blanket that wasn't like as locked with like the weights, and that was, and so like it made it so like she was able to like move around a lot more, so because like she liked it more, because like then she was like, oh, because then I can have it like exactly where I want it, and I was like, no thanks. I want each weight exactly where it's supposed to be in my brain, where it's supposed to be, so then there's like it's even throughout the whole blanket. Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sit where you belong. So I might go try and see if I can find like the tags on it. But it's also been like washed once or I don't think it's been washed actually. It's a weighted blanket, but I know I've been using it for like several years at this point, so who knows if that tag is still intact. I might even have cut it off because I tend to cut tags off at this point because they rub against my skin and I don't like it. I'm trying to remember if I've washed it. I might have. Not very much though because they're very hard to wash. Oh great, now what do I do? Go away, outsider. Can't you see I'm busy? Oh great, now I have the child crying. No biggie, I need to actually do my research. Quit putting it up. Yeah, I get you. Oh my gosh, wait. Dreams? I've never experienced one. I'm afraid I can't offer insight on such matters. Oh, he's so cool. A divine visit in your dreams, you say. Did you have a nice little chat? You could say that. He actually yelled at me for talking to his boyfriend, and then he told me to not listen to anything he says, and was like, "You have to stop him! He's gonna make a terrible decision!" So, you could say it was a nice little chat. Depending on how you define nice. That's a rice patty? This is where you grow rice! Oh fuck! That's so cool! I don't have rice seeds. But that's so cool. We have rice patties. Alright, let me talk to you. Depending on if we agree on the definition to words. Depending on if we agree on the definition to words. It was a nice little dream. Depending on if we agree on the definition of words. Oh, they definitely were friends with benefits or some shit. Fuck. Yowie in my farming game? Yes! 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 What? What? Thank you, Long. I love you. That's awful. I fucking love him. Yeah, I don't know if I like that. I don't know if I like this man. I don't know if I like that he's a very quick scratch off for the romanceable targets, I have to say. He's a very quick no. Why? Why? But the god said not to. Thank you, Seribot, to tell me to stretch and hydrate. In this case, I will hydrate with more lemonade that has water in it. He has a good fucking point. Chui Long has a good point. He has a good point. I like this guy more and more. He's making me want to hold his hand under the moonlight. It does have water in it. See? Literally, I literally picked it up just to look, and the first ingredient is filtered water. I'm literally being so healthy right now. Oh, this guy definitely was in that guy's pants if he knows where the secret hiding spot is. But that's probably not a good thing. First ingredient, suck on that naysayers. I bet our good old god hunter be all too happy to grab it for it. Huh? Hold on a second. Who said I was gonna do it? But your god said no. That's who I'm supposed to be serving. Like, I'm here to help, and I'm supposed to be helping the god to help you. Not his funky little boy toy. Yeah, I get the feeling that Kai doesn't like to hear no. Yeah, me neither. Me going. So we back in the mines. Doing another side quest. Sorry for dragging you into that mess. I had these laying around the shop. You should have them. Thank you. Are you sure? I haven't used them in years. It'd be a shame to let them go to waste. Don't do anything reckless, you hear me? Take care of yourself. What do dual blades do? Dual blades strike with both weapons in a single swing, damaging an enemy twice with one attack. Although they have short range and poor knockback, their speed lets you deliver a barrage of blows. Combo attack. Oh. Wait. Oh. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh fuck, kill him? Oh fuck, kill him? Oh fuck, slay? Oh fuck, slay? Will the blacksmith help me at this hour? That's not the blacksmith. Where'd I put the blacksmith? Oh wait, I don't have anyone assigned here. Right, Un momento. Upgrading my weapon is more important than this. You can wait. You made me wait. This blacksmith is more upgraded. Oh, that's because I'm out of money. I don't have the strong cloth. Interesting. Okay. Oh, I didn't mean to touch something. Oops. Oh. Interesting. Was it a meteor? Okay, well, you tell me that now. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Interesting. Okay, cool. What was I doing? Oh, right. He's like, you can go do this. Like, okay, well, you're the one having an argument with your boyfriend. I got 5 words of that. I mean, I understand what's going on, but I've also been playing the game since the beginning, so I'm like, I have all of the lore in my head of what's going on. Let's see. Wanted mushroom enthusiast, sound of mind and body. Will you join the growing ranks of the mushroom appraisers today? As long as you know what's up. Yeah, so basically there was a huge calamity that happened a while ago. So like basically a huge event that happened a while ago that caused destruction. And uh there's like magic, which they're calling runes, which I believe is a theme of the game series. I don't know. This is the first game of the series I played. Um, but there's another dragon that's a black dragon that's like eating up all of the magic in like of the islands. And so we are tasked with like bringing it back and restoring like balance. And that's like obviously there's more detail, but that's the gist of it. But that's like the the center is basically where like the original calamity event happened is what they were explaining. Now says welcome. We will teach you everything you need to know in a simple beginner course. I could eat those mushrooms! Fortunately, we must ask all hopefuls to apply in person at the Mushroom Island in the sky. Sincerely, Professor Fungus. This ad's waving so many red flags. It practically has its own color guard. Who'd be dumb enough to fall for me? Hey, whoa, don't tell me you're actually thinking about it. I want to go. No, just no, you can't seriously be going. This is clearly some super sketchy job. I have mushrooms in my pocket, and if I don't go, I'm going to start eating them in front of you, and we'll get to find out together what they do. Though knowing how to tell mushrooms apart would make cooking easier. Ugh, fine. I have it your way. If you want to mess around, you get to find out. Well, I'd rather do that. A truth of thought say eat the mushrooms. You're right. I should just eat the mushrooms. I'm kind of I'm so tempted to just eat them and see what happens. I should eat one and see what happens. Ooh. Wait, I can just fly?
One!
Oh, thank you for telling me to save my game. Yes. But I could just... This would have been nice to know. What the fuck is all of this? What the fuck's all this then? Okay, let me go. Look at Mushroom Island. I had lies the Shroom Shack. I have to find a save point. Because I don't think I could just save on the fly. I did find out that you can drown in this game because apparently your character doesn't know how to swim. Or but the thing is your character is an amnesiac, so maybe they forgot how to swim. They do have that. Mushroom hot pot recipe. Mm. Mm. Welcome to the Shroom Shack, home to all there is to learn about fungi. Professor Fungus. Oh, here we go. Okay, let me save. Save. That is a bummer thing to forget. I know. Because she forgot, like, everything. Okay, okay. So, I have 3 of this one. Oh, I have to cook with it? Well, there's this, so I'm just gonna... And the best part is we were just given... Oh, we don't know if they're edible. All of that for build up for nothing. Oh, I missed one over there. You know I'm gonna have to go back and go collect that because it's gonna bug me if I don't. Why is this so covered in mushroom? You know, it is interesting that there's one that is just this covered in mushrooms. Oh, can I just have these? Whoa. Mine. Imagine a type of amnesia that only affects stuff you learned in the first 2 years of your life. Dude. That includes, like, breathing and thinking. And blinking. holding your head up and walking and, yeah, feeding yourself and crying and talking. How unusual to see a visitor at such a remote location. Oh, those eyes that gleamed like a curious mushroom. Could it be? Yes, yes it is. Good to have you. When no one else came, I started to worry that all the world's mushrooms had gone extinct to save those here. My name is Professor Fungus. Talking? Overachiever. Oh, I mean, were other people not talking by... Oh, okay, I was like, what, Nice to meet you. I'm... Oh, no, you didn't say anything. One glance at your hellish mushroom eyes tells me everything. A what? That sounds toxic. And you didn't call them something else like a half second ago? I presume you wish to learn about how to appraise mushrooms. Be warned, the road to mushroom mastery is fraught with peril. Some days you'll face a numbing mushroom, others a death mushroom. Brother, how did you know? These all sound toxic to me. You sure you haven't sampled one recently? Silence, Wooly. If you don't keep your peace, then I'll let you sample the deadly woolly whomper mushroom. Yikes. Ah, rump. You, on the other hand, I can see you praising every mushroom this world has to offer. Let me teach you my ways so you may accomplish this goal. I'm ready to learn. Good, now let us begin the appraisal. How do we do that? By eating one, of course. How else would we discover its effects? Are you serious? I saw a mushroom enthusiast sound of mind and body for very good reason. Don't fret, you'll be perfectly fine. Probably. I know I saw red flags. Are you sure you don't just want to go home? A mushroom you haven't appraised yet will appear as a mystery mushroom. You can't cook with these. To appraise a mushroom, talk to Professor Fungus and select the mushroom you'd like to identify. Professor Fungus can appraise the mushroom himself, or you can appraise it together. Your success rate will vary depending on the mushroom type and appraisal method. However, regardless of whether you succeed or fail, you will still lose the mushroom in the process. Shall I evaluate this on my own, or would you care to give it a try together? Very well, then let the evaluation commence. I think this may be a toxic one, but I'm not sure. I need to try another just like it before I can be certain. Well, now you know how to appraise a mushroom properly. It does seem pretty risky to me. The professor seems like a fun guy! This is what living alongside mushroom entails. Seriously? Now then, if you should ever find an unfamiliar fungus, bring it to me. Do not attempt to appraise it on your own. Appraisal without the aid of a certified professional may mushroom is something unexpected. Understood. Good. Alright, off with you. I eagerly wait your discoveries. What if I just give you one? I have it. I wouldn't mistake this edible lackluster mushroom for anything else. Well, let's evaluate it together. And now he dies after eating the wrong kind. To be fair, the first one he was like, the first one we had together, he was like, I think it might be poisonous. Phew, this nightmare mushroom is toxic. Be very careful how you use it. Oh my fucking god. This is the funniest fucking shit I've ever seen. We're evaluating all of these together. I'm not letting this man die on his own. We're going down together, brother. Oh, it's a good one. I have it. I wouldn't mistake this edible spicy mushroom for anything else. Bitter mushroom. Okay. Nasty. Oh, okay. I don't know. They just said that it's different. Oh, I'm so sorry. This death mushroom is a toxic variety. Dude, I'm fucking killing him. Feeding a weird man in the woods. You killed him. You murderer. Marbled mushroom. Oh. Simmer mushroom. Rock mushroom. Savory. Meh, he had a good run. Steps over body. How am I gonna know what other mushrooms are safe to eat now? Potted hands. Red hot mushroom. Curious mushroom. This hellish mushroom is a toxic variety. I keep feeding this man toxic mushrooms. Make the ram guy eat them. Whoo, baby! He's so annoying. Woolby? I love making fun of Woolby because he is very annoying. But he's not like the most annoying character ever. So I'm like, yeah, he's it could be worse. I don't have any Napa cabbages. That's fine. Okay. Okay. I think these are all edible in here. Because I fed him all of the poisonous ones, of course. This poor old man, and not like... Like, I gotta go to bed. My eyelids are heavy. Have a good night. Honestly, I probably should be wrapping up stream. Because I have a shift later. At 6:30. It's only almost 10 a.m. for me, so I have plenty of time to sleep. So nothing to be worried about. But nonetheless, it is bedtime. Rest well when you do. Thank you for stream. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you. I'm free. Oh, thank you so much to everyone who came to stream today. And thank you to everyone who watches the VODs afterwards. I appreciate each and every one of you. I do also want to especially thank everyone for being patient for me having to switch the... Oh, never be sorry for being yappy. I love people being yappy, because then it means I get to be yappy. I also want to thank people for being patient for me having to change the day of my stream last minute, because I was called in last minute. Because one of my coworkers called in sick, so I had to cover for them. So I had to change my stream day by a day, so it happens. Life stuff. I hope you guys all have a wonderful rest of your day, night, whatever time it is. And I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your week. The next time I'll be streaming will be Friday and then Sunday for this week, because I got stuff going on Saturday. And then I think that's everything. To anyone new here, welcome to the Guild of Friendship. My name is Marie. I'm the friendship bracelet making Pokemon, and I hope you guys, like I said, have a wonderful day. Let me see if there's anyone that I'm able to raid into. If not, that's fine. I can just end. But I usually like to check before I end for the day. I don't think anyone's awake that I know well enough to raid into. So I will just... Okay, eye candy's up. I'll go right into her. So I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day and all of that. The raid message will be sheep raid. Sheep did lots of farming. Teehee. Obviously, you're more than welcome to use your own emotes or your own, or word it a little bit different. But yeah, so we'll go say hi to Candy, and as always, we are wonderful and amazing and fantastic to the people we raid into. I hope you guys have a wonderful time, and I'm gonna let you guys go, and then I'll see you guys on Friday. And I think, I mean, it says that Candy's doing more for him, but it kind of looks like she's doing like her silly thing, which is what Candy is known for. So have fun with her. Bye.